Hi, my name is Jason Grant, and this is Living with Integrity, a series of short stories on what it means to live with integrity. Enjoy! Keep your word. One of the most reflective things of living with integrity is the idea of keeping your word. It's one of the kind of old school, somewhat ancient ideas that once you promise something to someone, you deliver on that promise. Old gentlemen would say, "My word is my bond." What it means is that simply once I promise something to you, I'm going to keep that promise. In that sense, trust between people truly develops. Real trust, true trust. Trust, which means that when I tell you I'm going to do something, I do it. This is really what integrity was talking about in the past days. It was highly gentlemanly and expected that those who promise something deliver on that promise. Over time, we had the emergence of legal systems which created contracts in which these words became the legal bonds that tie two parties together. In some sense, this is the nature of the marriage contract. The idea that once I say I do, I am going to stick to that promise forever. In that sense, marriage proposals are the most serious integrity challenges and commitments that we can put ourselves towards. This would be one of the reasons perhaps why marriages have become less and less popular over the years and decades as people went more and more out of their own integrity and didn't really know who they are anymore and who they are really looking for anymore. Keeping your word is essential. For many years I've done business with people where I've never had a contract. I've given them my word and I've delivered on that word. Similarly, people have promised something to me and they've delivered. When you're working with people with high level of integrity, who are living with integrity, it's very easy to do business. Those people with high level of integrity are willing to go to the nth degree to fulfill their promise. This is because they understand that their word is their bond. They understand that words create worlds. And so if I promise something to you, I will deliver it, no matter what it takes. This goes also into the core of what are we talking about. You see, many people spout a lot of words, a lot of sentences, a lot of word salad. But essentially they're not saying much. Meanwhile, other people will say small amounts of things and they will put everything else into practice. This is why sometimes the most dangerous or the most game-changing person in the room is the one that keeps quiet most of the time. Those who don't speak know, in other words, as the Book of Tao would say. Nevertheless, for us to do business, we have to come to some sort of agreement first and deliver to that agreement in order to exchange value. The agreement is, in the first situation, the business itself. Fulfilling the agreement is the fulfillment of the business relationship that's been made. And that's all it really takes to be successful in business. Keep your word, create an agreement, and deliver to that word. In recent years and decades, we've realized that most people don't really stick to their word. They don't keep their word. This is because most people are not living in integrity. Most people have gone so far away from the sense of their true self because they have not realized their true self. This is why one of the reasons and advices in this book is to realize your true self. That way you can get into a situation and a state of your inner space where every single word that you speak is coming from your own integrity, and it is then easy to keep that word because it is congruent and integral to who you are as a human being. The idea of preaching what we practice comes to mind here because most people practice what they preach or try to practice what they preach. Meanwhile, if you simply talk about what you practice, then it's very easy to keep your word. In other words, you never really commit to something that you know that you can't deliver. If you know you can't deliver something, you simply do not give your word. To keep your word, you always have to only promise what you know 100% that you can deliver, because you want to keep your integrity and you want to keep doing business with other people over and over and over again. This is the idea of keeping repeat customers and continuously growing your business with no sales and marketing. Today, doing business with integrity is probably the sexiest thing in the marketplace because it's so rare. And as we know, the things that are really rare are very precious and very valuable. The quicker and more you can realize this idea of keeping your word and sticking to your integrity, the quicker you are going to build an integral business which is going to continue surviving and thriving in the most challenging and most thriving of times. This piece of advice is absolutely nothing new, but it seems to be something that's been lost in the noise of postmodern internet and digital media, which are all about quick hacks, shortcuts towards success and exponential growth. Of course, majority of that is short-termist, short-sighted, and short-shifting ways of doing business, which is far away from living with integrity and being an integral business person. So keep your word to keep a solid, sustainable, long-term business, no matter what the times are. Hi guys, thank you very much for watching yet another story from Living with Integrity series. Please post in the comments on what caught your attention the most. Perhaps thought that you had or a question that you have for me, I'll most likely introduce it in future episodes as a theme. Also, if you like or dislike this, please do so and share this with other friends of yours who will benefit from this. I really want to turn this into a community effort, and I'm committed to posting once or twice a week, so watch out for future episodes. Subscribe to the channel as well and ring the bell so you can get the notification when the next story is up. I've got loads and loads of these, hundreds of them in plan, so please stay tuned and let's get this channel growing. Thank you so much.